Hello, today I will be doing my presentation on outdoor education. And so, first off, I'm going to provide a full description of the model. Outdoor education is a research based program that provides an opportunity for the students to get out of the classroom and discover the community around them and what the community has to offer. Outdoor education draws upon the philosophy, theory, and practices of experiential education and environmental education as it allows students to get outdoors, challenge themselves, build teamwork, problem solve, and become leaders outside the classroom. The objectives of outdoor education model can be met through various activities like rope courses, team building activities, rock climbing, hiking, sailing, and other exciting outdoor activities. And so I'm going to explain how the model aligns with the PE standards and what grade level is fit for this instructional model. I would say this model aligns with the PE standards of California, as in the standards, the high school course 3A covers various standards needed to be competent in outdoor pursuits and stresses using this model to complete what is needed. The high school level seems like it's the best fit, as these outdoor activities can be rigorous content. They need to be explained in depth, like sailing. That could be very hard for someone at an elementary level that might not be able to be done. Um, so I'm gonna go on here, provide and understand the benefits of student and teachers will receive from using this model. And benefits, the students will benefit in many ways through the outdoor education model, which include getting outside, which will boost a sense of discovery and will overall lead to better well-being for the students. Students will also be able to see various parts of their community, maybe from um, this, and so that will allow them to discover a lot more about what they are able to do. And it adds the ability for people to socialize outside the classroom, and it's very different. They might get different people to hang out with in their friend groups in regular classes. And the benefit for me as a teacher is that I'm able to teach students in a different environment and allow them to discover things that they might not know for themselves. Um, they may pick up a hobby, or find out they like enjoying nature more than they have ever before from doing an outdoor activity. And I will be able to interact with students outside the classroom, and it would be an exciting experience for the teacher. As teaching in the confines of the classroom could get boring sometimes, and so you could have extra energy for the students when you're doing this outdoor activity. And just more outcomes for the model that I'd like to put down is an improved physical fitness, well-being, social interaction, and behavior. And yeah, it's just very beneficial to get outside and just do PE in a different setting. So that brings me to five. I was doing a summary of an activity, and so I just picked rock climbing, and this involves students climbing a wall with various differing rock-shaped grabs and holds to keep them going upward to reach the top of the climb and be successful in the activity. It is very physical and strenuous activity, so there will be a varying difficulty of climbs for students to achieve, so they can feel successful with themselves in the lesson. Because I know I've done rock climbing before, and it could get very hard, and that could be that could put pressure on the students. So we want to make sure it's easy for them, and so they work their way up and achieve more goals and get to where they want. So I put high school course 3A is what I used, and the standards I used were 1.5. List the safety equipment required for participation in outdoor pursuits and adventures, and describe and demonstrate the use of such equipment. Students will cover the standard by going through a safety course on rock climbing prior to doing the activity, as it will cover many dangers that the students may need to know. Students will make a list and then show it to the teacher and show them that they can physically use your equipment. For example, wearing the harness correctly, the helmet correctly, along with knowledge of helping partners up and down using the harness system. Because when someone's on the wall, we want to make sure they also know how to correctly lift their partners up and lower them down without them having them fall, because that could be very dangerous. So we're gonna learn from someone at the place before they get to do that. So we want to make sure that they actually know how to do that correctly, because that's very important to rock climbing. And then that brings me to 2.1: participate in adventure outdoor activities that provide improved health and fitness. So students will cover this by just willingly participating in the rock climbing, and I hope they enjoy the lesson, because it's physically demanding exercises that require learning to the best of your ability to be successful. And then it brings me to, I did 3.8 for my effective goal, and it was to analyze the role that cooperation and leadership plays in outdoor activities. Students will demonstrate this standard by discussing with their peers what it means to be a leader and cooperate effectively to be successful in the rock climbing activity they participated in. So at the end of the lesson, I will ask questions after they discuss with their group how they felt they did with leadership and cooperation. And like questions like, what ways did you communicate to your partner? What does it take to be a leader? And then after this, after the lesson, maybe we get back to a classroom session. I added that I would like to have them write a paragraph explanation of what they learned and the experience with others in the lesson to be successful with the standard. Because I'd like to know from their point of view how the lesson went and how they cooperated with everyone. And so I, for my in-class assessment, I just wrote a little assessment down about the standards. I had the standards here: cognitive 1.5, psychomotor 2.1, and effective 3.8. And I have here did not meet, achieved an excellent standard. And for cognitive, it's did not meet, did not cover safety standards. And then achieved is meet the safety standards of rock climbing, and excellence went above and beyond to display safety before rock climbing. And the psychomotor is did not participated in the activity, and then excellence would be enjoyed the activity a lot and hopes to do it again in the future. And then effective was did not show cooperation, and then achieve was cooperative in the lesson and showed input towards others, and then excellence would be was cooperative throughout the lesson and showed leadership qualities to their classmates. So I thought this would be a good little assessment that the students could use to, like, check off if their partner was doing everything right, and at the end they could turn it into me, and then I could just see like where everyone's at, and then I am able at the lesson to observe students. I might not be able to observe everyone, but I'll get an understanding of how each student is doing from the lesson. And so I hope this covers the outdoor education model pretty well. I apologize once again for this being late, and hopefully, yeah. Thank you.